Will you join me now? Join me in the battle to create wealth fast using the proven system LBO, used by the wealthy and influential. Move from ordinary to extraordinary to fulfill dreams, desires and aspirations. For instance, if you like cruising first class on a great ocean liner, so you can enjoy great food, entertainment and be in a new destination every day, as a leverage buyout practitioner in a year or two's time, you'll be able to enjoy that. Hi, I am Barry Thornton, leverage buyout practitioner. Join us now. Join me in the quest to find your wealth. I have been an LBO practitioner for 35 years. I have retired now, but I am well qualified to lecture and talk on this amazing LBO system used by the wealthy, influential and powerful to make their fortunes. I know I built my businesses from nothing, using it by acquisition and taking over others' businesses in times of stress. Do you want to be like a hungry waif who can only look through the window? Is your family part of the billions, looking and wanting, but never able to afford the best in life? Is it because you haven't the courage or the system to seize the opportunities? Join me now. Use the system used by the wealthy, influential and powerful to make their billions. Look at this picture of the Duke of Berry. Clearly the man who did the picture wasn't part of the story. So there we are. A healthier, longer, fuller life is within reach. Join me now. Remove the frustration and the anger of failure and get into a position where satisfaction and accomplishment happens daily. Luxury cars, homes, holidays, plus all those things you want and can't afford now suddenly become possible to improve life, but can lengthen it because you have developed a positive mental success attitude. This releases endorphins in your brain and your system that makes you live longer and feel a lot better about yourself. Join me so that the leverage buyout is no longer a mystery to you, but an open book. What is this system that was enunciated in 1805 by the richest man in the world at the time, Baron De Rothschild? He used the system and went on to become immeasurably wealthy when he applied LBO to his business. Join me now. Use the LBO sword. Slash the Gordian knot that stops you seizing wealth and opportunity. Go to our site at leveragebuyout.org. Phone 0845 0577 819. We use as your example a leading family. Oh, by the way, the Rothschilds own Rothschild's Bank, funders of the Peninsular and Napoleonic Wars, plus many other wars, owners of and major shareholders of nearly every major mining enterprise in the world, plus they share ownership of the dollar, euro and pound, with many other banking families, about 6 or 7 of them. Plus, as you know, they own the Bank of England. You know from the above, leverage or leverage buyout, management buyout, or MBO, is the most successful money-making system known to man. Join us. Visit our site at www.leveragebuyout.org or phone 0845 0577 819. Ask for James. I've got this picture here because this is one of the battles of Waterloo. Dramatic, but horrific. You know, ordinary people used like cannon fodder. What for? For one man, so he could become emperor again. How ridiculous. We buy when there's blood running in the streets. That's what he said. But we are in recession and depression, you say. Believe it or not, this is always good news for LBO practitioners because the strategy was announced by the Baron at the height of the war in Europe with Napoleon, and for good reason. Remember, he went on to acquire the Bank of England plus many other huge assets. The good Baron enunciated when he said, "We buy when there's blood running in the streets." He put his money where his mouth was and did exactly that. We buy by following that example when things are chaotic, because that's when businesses and properties are sold by desperate owners because they can no longer cope. We use that as an opportunity. Use reverse logic. Why do we call it reverse logic? Well, when others are panicking and selling, we are using OPM to buy and take over assets using leverage buyout, no cash down strategies to achieve that which is normally unattainable at any other time. That is why we use this time. You can't go ahead like you can in these times. At the height of the recession, Paul J. Getty, who was famous and a multi-million billionaire in the past, was asked what he was doing. To the surprise of the press, he said, "I am buying." All reverse logic thinkers do the opposite to the crowd. The crowd go this way, I always try to make sure I go the other way, because there's more in the doing that than following the crowd. Never follow the crowd. Use the system used by the wealthy, powerful and influential, who have the power to not only appoint the prime ministers but the whole darn government, because they either own the press or they own the media or whatever, and they form the opinions of the crowd. That is why I say don't join the crowd. Use your brains. Ask the question, who do you know that is wealthy that uses this system of LBO for their wealth creation? Answer, Branson, Trump, Mittal, Sugar. What mega company uses this system? Answer, all commercial banks in business in the West. Celebrity cruise lines took over P&O or Cunard. British Airways, Ford, GM, and so it goes on. Isn't this the example we need? We mustn't be selling other people's gadgets and widgets and that sort of thing. We should be doing this. Are you in the know? But only a few realize that many small to medium businessmen and women amongst those in the know use the famous LBO system for wealth creation. I have met them and I've seen them, and many of them never spent a penny of their own money doing it. Can you enjoy these things with your family, or does a poverty attitude stop you? Will you join me now? Become an LBO practitioner. Enjoy cruising first class, great food, yachting, an amazing car, a fantastic home, golf whenever you want to, swimming whenever you want to, go out to the Mediterranean and enjoy yourself. Join me, participate in the greatest money-making strategy known to man. Leverage buyout, because in leverage buyout you don't necessarily work all the time. What you're doing is using strategies to take over things, and then you probably have an exit strategy to sell them on, either to the stock market or to other people. But that we go into in the course. Will you join me now in the fight to take your rightful place at the feast? Who will join me in the battle for wealth? Now, I've mentioned fight and battle. Why would I say that? Because none of this is easy. You've got to be prepared to battle and use strategies to take something over that's worth $500,000, $1 million sometimes, as you get into it, 2 million, and so it goes on. Join me now. I can't keep this offer open too long. Reach out to grab your place with those who aspire to be successful, wealthy, influential, where happiness and accomplishment reign supreme. Go to our website now at www.leveragebuyout.org or phone 0845 057 7819. Thank you for listening.